We need to be as healthy as we can be, as active as we can be, as long as we can be, as independent as we can be, without people blaming it on old age, without, saying, well, I can and can't, or I could not do. You need to understand that that's the stuff that keeps you getting off the toilet on your own for a long time. That's what keeps you on the ground playing with your grandkids for a long time. That's where this motivation comes from. Day 8, and I've already exceeded probably the amount of minutes here at 13, because I'm still like a good 4.5 away from the house, but hopefully gonna be 18, because I decided I'm not gonna go up to 21 minutes, because really this is about building very slow baby steps. I'm probably even too fast of a pace now, but really all about humbling myself, because it's about longevity. If I just try to go up to 21 minutes right now for me, which will roughly be a little over 2 miles, maybe just a shade over, really, that's the way my hip flexors, my knees, the tendons that insert crossing the knee joint, the ankle pain, all that. That's the way it's going to come in, lock me down, and keep me injured again, and more excuses why I had to stop exercising. So anyways, I'm going to go to 18 minutes for the next 7 days and just keep running, because I feel so damn good. And I hope you guys find what makes you feel good and do it every day. Except for drugs, don't do that shit. So that's what we're gonna do the next 7 days. Today being, day 1 of the next 7, day 8 of my personal streak. And yes, the goal is to run every day for as long as I can. And we'll see if it becomes a thing where I'm trying to get miles, or if I decide that I wanna work on my pace in a shorter distance, which I think we all know. What we should understand is less mileage for increased consistency will end up having less wear and tear on the joints. So a higher intensity for shorter durations will certainly do more to increase your metabolism, burn more fat and build more muscle, and likely reduce the risk of injury, because it reduces the risk, not the risk, but the actual frequency of which your body will be fatigued, therefore making you susceptible to injury. However, I know for some of us, we're never going to be running 5 minute, 6 minute, 7 minute miles. So then the question becomes, mentally, are you only going to feel good if you're getting the longer distance runs in, like 2 to 3 miles, in which case, if you're not built up, which is what I'm trying to do, is build up to that tolerance, that could lead to a lot of breakdown, wear and tear like injuries. Which is funny, because when I say wear and tear, if you ever listen to one of my podcasts, it's actually not the cartilage of your knees or your hips that will break down and cause arthritis. It's more your muscles, tendons, ligaments that absolutely cannot take this kind of poundage. And then what happens is you make one wrong move with incorrect biomechanics, and that is where you tweak the muscle, you strain the muscle, you sprain the ligament. And now those altered biomechanics have led to really, a joint being compromised, and the soft tissues all around the joint having a hard time recovering. And that is not just your age catching up to you. It's exactly because of why I just said. And that's the reality of the situation. So we need to be as healthy as we can be, as active as we can be, as long as we can be, as independent as we can be, without people blaming it on old age, without, saying, well, I can and can't, or I could not do. You need to understand that that's the stuff that keeps you getting off the toilet on your own for a long time. That's what keeps you on the ground playing with your grandkids for a long time. That's where this motivation comes from. It's not because, I want attention and run across the country and all this stuff. Because I do want to run across the country. I do want to run an ultra marathon. Anyways, enough said. Y'all have a great day. Till next time, it's Dr. Pearlman.